If you aren't caught up yet, welcome. This is Skeleton Crew, episode 2. So the kids just entered and left hyperspace, and as you can see on their faces, especially Wim, they are shook. They have never left their planet, they've never been into hyperspace, they've probably never been on a ship that's gone past like 100 miles per hour before, so this is all new to them. And in the midst of all of them freaking the fuck out, in the background, they hear a loud clanking of footsteps slowly approaching them. Now, as this large figure gets closer to them, they realize it's the old droid that they originally walked past while discovering the ship, Icon at An. This droid is desperately looking for its captain, repeatedly saying his name while marching around the ship. The droid then takes Wim and drags him around the ship, attempting to find his captain. KB guesses that this droid is malfunctioning, and in order to stop him, Fern says that your captain is dead. The robot releases Wim, but according to his programming, the ship is required to have a captain, and he continues looking for a captain. Fern stops him and asks for his name. He reveals he is SM-33. Fern also tells him that she killed the captain, and that she is the new captain. SM-33 originally doubts this, but accepts it. They now have this pirate droid under their command, and they tell SM-33 to fly them to At-Aten. He says he doesn't know of At-Aten. The kids keep on telling him to look through his database, but he doesn't know what or where their homeworld is. They then proceed to blame Wim for the predicament that they're in. SM-33 offers to bring them to a star point where they can properly fix up their ship. We then get a brief clip back on At-Aten where Wim's dad, after failing to have rescued them, seeks out a bunch of droids and tells them what happened and how a bunch of kids, including his own, took off on the spaceship. As they are flying to the star point, Wim and Neil start discovering the ship, and Neil finds a dead body with a knife attached to it. As they go deeper into the ship, they slowly start to realize that this is a pirate ship, and Wim thinks this is amazing while Neil is absolutely scared. After arriving there, the kids notice that something seems off about this place. Or as Neil says, these people look weird, which is ironic coming from Max Rebo's lookalike, but they do in fact look weird. They kind of start to get the vibe that this place isn't kid-friendly, and Wim and Neil separate from KB and Fern. KB and Fern are taken to the corner by this woman who seems concerned for these kids as this is a pirate area and they shouldn't be around. Wim and Neil think this is a good time to eat, and when paying up, they give a Old Republic credit as payment. The chef seems to be surprised that this is even an Old Republic credit and that they gave it to him so casually, and Neil even tells them that it's just lunch money. When the surrounding pirates hear this, they try to rob the kids and tie them up. When they meet back up with KB and Fern, they attempt to run to the ship, and SM-33 starts putting belt ass and kicking a bunch of these pirates, throwing them around all over the place, punching them into the air. But he gets taken down by a pirate that we're familiar with, Brutus, and the kids get captured and put into some underground jail. The kids realize once again they are fucked, but they hear a sound in the cell and realize that they're not alone. There's someone back there in the cell. This guy hears them talking about An and says that he can help them escape the cell, get to the ship, and get back home. Then proceeds to float the key with what we presume is a force inside of the cell.
You're a Jedi.